As we have reported this morning, India is already pointing fingers at Pakistan for the Mumbai terror attacks. Joining us now is Jere Van Dyk, a CBS News terrorism analyst. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do we have any better idea this morning who these perpetrators are?
I think there are two things to look at. Number one, what the Prime Minister said. He said probably from outside the country, number one. Number two, they used the word mujahideen, say we are the Deccan Mujahideen, which means holy warrior. You really don't, I've worked in India quite a bit, you really don't hear the word mujahideen in India. You hear it a lot in Pakistan, you hear it in Kashmir, you hear it in the Middle East.
So what do we take away from this? Because there's been all kinds of internal violence in India perpetrated by Muslims against Hindus. There's a giant explosion at the train stations there just 2 summers ago. How is this different?
What they did was they went after Mumbai, which used to be called Bombay. That is the New York City of India. And this is the place that you are going to get more impact throughout the world than anywhere else. Everybody is going to know that you attacked India. Number one, they also, as you just said, attacked the railway station in July 2006. They also attacked the parliament in December 2001. These are areas, these are places where everybody in the world is going to focus on, they're going to know it, and it's going to do the most psychological damage to India.
Right. When they, as they were perpetrating their attacks at the beginning, they were clearly, they said, we're looking for British citizens. We're looking for American citizens. Sadly, so many of the people who were killed were Indians. This seems to be pointed at a little bit of a different audience than just internally in India.
What you have to really look at here is, again, what the Prime Minister said. This probably, we don't really know, but most probably these attacks did come from outside India. In July last year, there was a big attack against the Indian embassy in Kabul, where Secretary of Defense Robert Gates came out and said publicly, it's the Pakistani intelligence agencies that perpetrated this attack. Now, when you say outside the country, you're looking at two groups primarily. It's Lashkar-Taiba, which means Army of the Pure, Jaish Mohammed, which means Mohammed's Army. These two groups were involved in the attack in Mumbai in 2006 and also at the parliament in 2001.
And how much does this have to do with Kashmir? Because so many of these attacks relate back, they go back to, they're always talking about Kashmir.
It goes right back to Kashmir. This is the center of everything. This is why President-elect Obama is 100% right to say that the secret to this whole thing is to satisfy Kashmir. Now, well, why is Kashmir a problem? It's been a problem since 1948. The longest standing UN mission in the world is in Kashmir, from 1948. And if you go to Pakistan, they say, they don't call it Kashmir, they call it Kashmir Azad, free Kashmir. It's divided into, and what Pakistan has done since 1948, they have used what they used to call irregulars, now they call them we call them jihadi groups, that have gone across the border into Kashmir to try and wrest it back from India. This is what it all comes down to. When they talked yesterday about the poverty or the problems of the Muslims inside India, this is also a factor. Now, only 12% of India is Muslim. So the vast majority is Hindu. They are on the lower echelon in the country, without a doubt.
Okay. Jere Van Dyk, thanks so much for your perspective. Appreciate it.